So India presented its budget on the 23rd of the July, setting the growth target for the economy for the 24-25 for around 7.5%, which is lower than the last year, which stood at 8%, 8.4%. But the mutual funds company are saying that this is okay, and considering the global market tensions, and last year the highly growth was supported by the government spending, and now they want to increase the private consumption to participate in the growth. India budget health growth outlook healthy, said the World Bank chief economics, flagging the reduction in the public debt as a key focus area of the government, along with the putting education as a mission mode. He noted that India has done good job making sure the fiscal deficit is reduced from the last. So last year our fiscal deficit was 5.9%. Current year we have reduced it to 4.9%, and achieving this 1% jump is massive, because pre-COVID we were standing at 10 to 8%, 8 to 10%, and this is said to be one of the good milestone, and we are targeting it to 2% at the global standard. And current in this current budget we have emphasized our employment also, because we are at 8 to 9% of the unemployment rate, and the global standard is only 4%. The budget will help the India growth outlook healthy, said Singh told to ET Money. When asked if the first full budget of the new government had done enough to boost growth, and if the world would revise the financial year 25 projection. A month ago, the world had pushed up the India growth forecast from the current financial 6.6% from 6.4% in the January. But when it comes to the global segment, they usually take the country rating for the growth rate, and they have said it will be around 6.6% for the India, and they have increased from the 6.4%, because we keep our interim budget intact, and there was no much change even in compared to the infrastructure. We have taken the 11.11 lakh crore for the infrastructure projects. I think fiscal deficit should brought down the even more next year. Gill said the government now needs to keep an eye on the public debt that come from the previous accumulated fiscal debt, higher cost of the income. The pegged fiscal debt is 4.9%, causing the target of the 4.5% by the financial year 26. So is this year target is 4.59%, and next Gill pointed out that India's gross financial needs for financial year 24 are nearly same as those of the South Africa, Brazil in terms of the share of the GDP. This was not good thing, he said, adding a higher cost of the financing and the public debt means that much less financing for the private sector. So he is compared with the other two developing countries, South Africa and Brazil, and say he is a not good higher financing public debt is because we have to pay the more and more interest. Indeed, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said that debt will be a key gauge going ahead from 26 to 27. Our endeavor will be keep the fiscal deficit each year such that central government debt will decline path of the percentage of the GDP. So first they will reduce the fiscal deficit, then they will reduce the government borrowing. Gill said the country now needs to bolster the private investment in the infrastructure. The budget said the 11 lakh crore for the country. So this is the government expenditure will be done, but we also need the private investment in the infrastructure. It is not public investment in that I am worried about. It is the overall private investment that appears to be weaker in India. To keep the growth rate high, create a job more. Government cannot do itself only, so the World Bank is showing tension when it comes to the private spending, which may be not contributing to our infrastructure and creation of the job. And while the continued emphasis on the infrastructure is encouraging, the chief economics in India focus on the education as well. Education is now perhaps India's weakest structural feature, and I would really like to see the government signal that it recognizes the importance of the secondary higher education quality. It would be great to see the mission on the education. It will take time to yield the result, but only means to do on the route. Though we are facing the brain drain situation in the India, because once the person is having a good knowledge in the India, tends to move out of the India and set up in the foreign country. Foreign country offers the higher when it comes to the earning, they definitely offers a higher earning to them. Also, the living standard is also high when it comes to the other facilities and the services. And the world is criticizing the education system, because though we may be good at our academics, but we are not given much practical training throughout our education. This government is particularly has able to really go after the problem, Gill said, planning several focus on it. From the rapid digitalization of the economy and the big push for the infrastructure to reduction of the open deficit, he also said the condition for the working women can also be made better and will bring immediate gain of the setting the Saudi Arab doubled the female labor force. The government economic potential of the Indian women needs to be realized. He said women don't have work outside the home if they don't want to, but the numbers that I have seen indicate female labor force participation is abnormally low, and the female unemployment rate is higher than the men. This they can see this number. They are comparing with the global trends where the women participation in the economy is more, but in India, women participate majorly as a housewife and a home worker. Now the trend is moving because the new generation is tend to do work and hire the homemaker separately, but this cannot be true for comparing a total population of the women population. When you compare the younger women which are getting employment, it can be good as much as the global countries.